guys, it's Lilo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My belt is digging into my stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Today, we will be going back to Reddit, and honestly, what are we doing on Reddit? I have no clue. All right, we're going to confessions. Like, honestly, that's just one of my favorite places to be on Reddit, so that's what we're doing today. We're gonna read some confessions. Yay! Hopefully we can find some good ones, because I feel like the last confession video was kind of boring. Get this guy out of here. Like, sorry guys, my facial deformity is ugly and I don't plan to live for long. Huh? Right off the bat. I, female 20, have a facial deformity where I was born without a part of my left jawbone, and I can't fully open my mouth, which makes my speech sound weird. Some kids at work said I'm chopped and that I should set myself on fire when I took food to them, and now I'm sitting in the staff room having a breakdown over it. How about you set those kids on fire? They said they don't particularly want to live this way anymore and they want to disappear. Kids are so freaking mean, and that's another reason why we gotta stop having kids, because parents are not parenting kids anymore. The internet is. And so when they go out in public and they just start being rude to people, like, what? Oh, this person has a facial deformity, so I'm gonna call them chopped and make fun of them because they look weird and they don't look like how other people do, and they should set themselves on fire because they're chopped. How about I set you on fire? How about that? Would you like that? Because I'm chopped? How would you like to be set on fire? Because you're also chopped. I'm never here for children slander because they're children, but some kids do need belt to ass. Honestly, I feel like it does boil down to like parenting nowadays. Especially nowadays, I feel like a lot of children don't have parents who want to parent, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of parents nowadays, especially the younger parents, they either had children on accident, or they're just like, they're not in the emotional or financial state to properly take care of your child. You have to be ready to take care of your child. Like, I am pro-choice all the way. If you need to get an abortion, get the fucking abortion, okay? Because if you're not ready to take care of your child the proper way, if you're not ready to raise a child, if you're not ready to give them the basic necessities, because as a parent, your children need basic necessities. That is your job as a parent. That is not something that your kids just get because they're alive or and they're living under your roof. You should be grateful because you're living under your roof and you get fed every day. No, as a parent, you have to feed your children. You have to give them shelter. That is your job as a parent. Not a luxury. That's just you being a parent. And so I feel like a lot of children nowadays don't get actual guidance from parents or just like elders, and so they're learning a lot from the internet. Like, obviously everything that children learn isn't going to be from their parents. Like, they're going to learn stuff on the internet, but that is crazy to say. And I feel like for this kid to say something like that, they've never been taught to like, they've never been taught that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Because when I was growing up as a kid, I would have never said something like that. I just feel like a lot of these kids don't have any respect, but I feel like that comes from the fact that they haven't been guided properly. Unfortunately, it is not that child's fault, but also these hands are rated E for everyone. If a child told me that I need to set myself on fire, they would be getting the backlash of, how about you set yourself on fire instead? I'm sorry, but that's just gonna happen. Because if you're not gonna teach your kid how to be a productive member of society, then I'm gonna bully them back. Y'all, why is the building downtown on fire? What's going on at Wayne State right now? Hello? Yeah, but honestly, in conclusion, fuck them kids. I'm on day 1 of not drinking energy drinks, and it's not easy. How did you become an addict to energy drinks? I've been relapsing a lot because it's not easy. Y'all, I have no sympathy. I don't have any sympathy. And the reason is because, like, how do you get to the point where you're drinking an energy drink every day? I just feel like if you're at a point in your life where you're tired every day, maybe you should go see a doctor and not go to the store and buy an energy drink. You know, like, I don't know, like, and they don't even taste good. And I know everybody has different taste buds. Everybody has a different taste palette, but they're not good. So like, I don't understand how people be addicted to this stuff. Like, even coffee is nasty to me. I only drink it when like 70% of it is just sugar. You know, like, I'll get a caramel macchiato, extra caramel, extra sweetener, whipped cream, this much coffee, almond milk, because I'm lactose intolerant. But coffee be fucking me up. I can't even drink coffee anymore. But like, I just don't understand like how you get to the point where you're just addicted to it. Like, oh, excuse me, people be fiending for caffeine. Caffeine is an addiction. It's like sugar. Like, I need a sweet treat, you know? Like, usually after every meal I'd be wanting a sweet treat. Do I get one? No, because I have to have self-discipline, or my back would be humongous. Like, it's already big, but I would be humongous if I had a sweet treat after every meal. Like, that would be, oh my gosh. I just feel like it gets to a point in life where you got to start asking yourself, why do I need an energy drink every day to go on? You know, and I feel like that's with any addiction. Why do I need to have a coffee every day? You know, if I don't have my coffee, if I don't have my energy drink, I'm going to be mean. Why would you want to be mean to people? You got to start asking yourself, why do I need this to function? Especially if it's not something like healthy. Like, energy drinks are not healthy. You're not supposed to be drinking them every day. So if you're that low on energy to the point where you feel like you need to have an energy drink every day, you need to go see a specialist, because there might just be something wrong with your body, or you might just be missing something in your diet, or something else is going on. Especially with like women, a lot of women don't know that they have like certain things like PCOS, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of people think PCOS is very physical. You can see the physical effects of it, like body hair and stuff like that. But for some people, it's not physical. It's all like on the inside. And so you do have to go to the doctor, unfortunately. And I know the doctor not cheap. It's not. And if you don't have good insurance, that shit can bite you in the ass. But honestly, if you just tell them to send you the bill, and then you just don't touch the bill, I'm not gonna lie, like, just don't touch the bill. It's okay. They can't deny you medical service. If you go to the doctors, they can't tell you no. However, you do gotta tell them to just send you the bill if you can't pay for it right then and there, you know? So then you just let the bill disappear. It's just, if you need an energy drink every day to live, go to the doctors. This is actually crazy. I lied and told a woman I had cancer after she touched my stomach without my consent and asked me how far along I was, thinking I was pregnant. First of all, why are you touching people without their consent? What is wrong with you? Just because you see a person in public and you're like, oh, I want to touch them, doesn't mean you should touch them. Because if you touch the wrong person, you're going to get a fist to your face. And nobody else is going to feel bad, because why are you touching people unconsensually? Consent still matters, even if it's not sexual. What the freak is wrong with people? Why are you touching people? And then to just assume somebody is pregnant, that is like the most disrespectful way. Ask if somebody is pregnant. Oh, how far along are you? First of all, ma'am, I'm just big. I don't even want to read the rest of the prompt, because that really got me. Like, I don't need to finish the story. That alone really blew me. So honestly, it's valid that OP lied, because why would you say that to me? Why would you touch me? I don't know you, and you're touching me, and then you're asking me how far along I am because you think I'm pregnant after you touched me, when really I just had a big fat Chipotle bowl and I'm bloated and my stomach is hard. And now I'm mad for two reasons: because you're touching me and you think I'm pregnant. I'm just big. I just feel like I never disagreed with Thanos in the Avengers. His method, maybe, you know, I wouldn't have snapped the whole world and make them disappear, but I wouldn't have tried to stop him. Some people do just need to turn into dust. You didn't deserve your DoorDash driver who was nice to you. Go to therapy. I keep roaches as pets and I breed them. There's a good market. This sounds like freaking Fallout. Hello? Are we at the end of times already? They talking about this. This is a whole story. Okay, are you guys ready for the roaches story? Imagine having roaches in your house willingly. Oh, what kind of pet do you have? I have roaches in my house. I put them on little leashes and I make little shoes for them. All 6 of their legs. Wait, do roaches have 6 legs or do they have 4 legs? I don't know because I don't keep roaches as pets. What are we talking about? I'm sorry, guys. The last story got me hyped up and like, the energy has just been going up and up and up since the beginning. Because why would you tell somebody to set themselves on fire because you don't like the way they look? How about, I can't say that. I can't say that, sorry. Continuing with the story. I keep Madagascar hissing cockroaches as pets. Exclamation mark. Because it's just so fun and dandy to just have roaches in a box in your house. I'm never coming over. Like, at all. Ever. Oh, yeah, I have roaches as pets. Good for you. We listen and we don't judge. However, don't ever invite me over. I don't want to see your roaches. I'm terrified, actually. Don't ask me to come over. I'm not coming to your house. Don't show me any pictures. I don't want to see them. At all. Don't want to see them at all. No, thank you. Ever been to a zoo and saw those roaches that hiss when you touch them? Those guys. I keep other exotic species of roaches. No, I've never been to the zoo and seen roaches and tried to touch them and they hissed at me. I don't actually know what zoo carries roaches. The zoo near me does not carry roaches. And every other zoo that I've been to have not had roaches. So this is new information for me. I didn't know zoos carry roaches. I know they carry like insects and stuff. But I didn't know they had petting zoos of hissing roaches. We're just out here petting roaches. They don't bite, cannot infest if they escape due to their breeding requirements, are super easy to keep, fun little guys, don't spread disease, and don't smell if you keep the tank clean. Please don't say all of this in one sentence. Why are they escaping? Don't say that. That shouldn't be an option. Oh, if they escape, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Why is it not in the tank, please? Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I love roaches. I don't want to read this anymore. We're going to keep reading. I'm going to stop being disrespectful to roaches. No shade against roaches. I just don't like them. We're getting roach information in the next part of the story, okay? This is an educational story. Sit down and open your listening ears. It's time to learn about roaches, specifically the ones that hiss at you when you pet them, okay? Sit down, let's learn about the roaches, okay? I love roaches. They absolutely get a bad rep. Out of a suspected 4,500-ish species, only about 30 are capable of infesting houses. When people think of roaches, they think of dirty insects. Now, I will say, I don't think of roaches as dirty insects. I just think of roaches as roaches and I don't like them. I do think they get a bad rep, but also I'm one of those people giving them a bad rep because I don't like them. I think of detritivores who clean up the earth. Yes, good for them. Roaches do be living. They be living a long time. When we all die, the earth gonna just be full of roaches. And I love that for them. I really do. By a large margin, roaches are clean species. They keep themselves clean and will often clean themselves after eating. They're like little cats, really. So if you want a cat, but you don't really want all the maintenance for real, go ahead, get you a tank. Get you a couple hissing roaches. Throw them bad boys in the tank, I guess. There's a little baby cat. They're not about this big, probably. I don't know. If you didn't want to get a cat, then get you a roach, I guess. The majority of the species don't like a dirty environment and prefer a cleaner environment, aka no feces or mold. Yeah. That's real, me neither. I also don't like feces or mold. I am also allergic to feces or mold. I will also die in an environment with feces or mold. Maybe I'm a roach. I don't know. Roaches come in all sizes and colors. So really, when I found out that I'm a roach, no, I'm just kidding. There's the emerald roach, which looks like a beautiful, shiny, green, roly-poly isopod. There's Prosoplecta SP, who mimics a ladybug in looks. There is the glow spot roach, which has a gorgeous coloring and 2 beautiful orange spots on its head. The question mark roach, which has a question mark marking. The Halloween hissing cockroach, that's a gorgeous shiny blonde. The flower roach, that is iridescent. Okay, so when people say roach, I always think of cockroaches. I don't be realizing it's other different types of roaches, because I've seen the roach. I think they also call it a beetle, but it looks like a ladybug. I think people are also calling it a beetle. Is it a roach or a beetle? Which one is it? Or are there 2 of them? Because if there are 2 of them, I think GV has a lot of roaches. Ladybug. I'm gonna call them ladybug roach. GV has a lot of ladybug roaches, because one time I thought I saw a bunch of ladybugs in this one area, but then I learned that there's a beetle that looks like ladybugs and they're not the same, and they're stinky and they'll infest and I think they bite too. And I don't feel so lucky about that name, because I just thought it was a bunch of ladybugs, but it wasn't. It was a bunch of roaches, apparently. Roaches are nothing but beetles people think are dirty. Oh, they are beetles. Okay. Honestly, I do get the concern. People associate the species that can infest with those who can't and immediately assume they're dirty. So really the issue is that we're calling too many things roaches, even when they're not roaches. I think that's the problem, because never mind. I thought I was gonna have a scientific explanation to back myself up, but I don't. Let's just disregard my last statement. It's okay. But today I'm asking you to give roaches as a species a chance. Look into the beauty of these creatures without the lens of disgust. I'm not talking about American or German ones. You have right to not like those, to be honest. LMAO. Oh, okay. So we're good. The roaches that I'm thinking about. No, but I gotta look up the Halloween hissing cockroach. We gotta look that up. Hold on. But I remember the time I got a comment on my Facebook page saying that they wouldn't eat at the local restaurant I worked because I kept bugs as pets. I can see how that correlates, but like, I'm not bringing my bugs to the restaurant with me, you know? Like, there's a lot of people you probably don't know have insects as pets, and they probably worked in food industry or like in like people industries. You would never know unless somebody says. There's probably somebody making your food right now, and they gotta pull shit out of their pet's ass every day because they have a disease that makes it hard for them to poop. You worried about somebody keeping roaches as a pet. Whole time, it's not even regular infestive roaches. They just purr a little bit when you touch them. That's all. It's like a cat. Meow. Hissing cockroaches are no dirtier than beetles or ladybugs or butterflies. I bet they wouldn't say that to someone who rehabs butterflies. Yeah, that's true. Now, me personally, I'm not touching no butterfly. I do want to go to one of those butterfly things, but I would be scared of stepping on one. That's my biggest fear. I don't care about the butterflies touching me. Now, I don't like when insects are near my ears, because I have this irrational fear that a bug is gonna crawl into my ear, because I saw it one time. Oh, what show is that? Is it called Malcolm in the Middle? I don't know. It's that one show that would come on, and the youngest one got a moth stuck in his ear. It flew into his ear. I think they were cleaning somebody's room, and a moth flew into his ear, and they had to go to the hospital, and it traumatized me for the rest of my life. And now I'm scared that when a bug gets too close to my ear, they're just gonna go inside, and I'm gonna have to go to the hospital because I have a bug in my ear. And when you have a bug in your ear, that can like disrupt so much, especially if they get stuck in there and you can't get it out. You're cooked. If you get a bug in your ear, you can't get it out. You're cooked. Okay. Also, I literally feed my guys fish food and crushed mealworms with veggie/fruit supplements. The weekly fruit that went bad. I know what they eat. They are clean. And by the way, dogs eat shit. True. That is so true. And puke and like lint and dirt and then people just be letting them lick on their face, and like they take a shit, they'll lick their shit. You won't even know they'll lick their shit. They'll come back in the house and then they'll be licking all over you. Now you got shit on you. I adore and love dogs, but they eat shit and people let pups lick all over them. So lesson learned, guys. All roaches are not cockroaches. Well, actually, okay, let me rephrase this. Well, actually, no, that statement was true. All roaches are not cockroaches, and all cockroaches are not invasive. What do we learn today, guys? Roaches are not bad. Only the ones that infest your house are bad. However, comma, if you got roaches, I'm not coming over. If you have bugs in general, I'm not coming over. I would rather go over somebody's house if they had a tiger unleashed than go to somebody who has a roach or just any insect at all. I don't want to see your cricket tank. I don't want to see your spider tank. I don't want to see your roach tank. I don't want to see your butterfly cage. I don't want to see it. And I have nightmares about bugs too. So I just feel like that makes it worse. If an insect lands on me, I stand still and wait for it to fly away. Like I'm not gonna kill it. Especially if we're in nature, I'm not gonna kill it. If we're in my house, that's a different story. Well, guys, I hope we all learned a lot about roaches and badass kids and touching people without their consent and then basically calling them fat. Do not go out of your way to touch people without their consent. Somebody touched my hair unconsensually, and I was at school. It was one of the teachers. And I looked at my friends because I was like, what do I do? What the fuck is happening? And they were like, it's fine. He does this all the time. But it's not fine. Why is he touching kids? It wasn't like that. He wasn't touching kids. He was not a pedophile. He just like touching black people's hair. Don't be touching black people's hair without their consent, please. I don't know, next time somebody touches me unconsensually, maybe I just need to punch them in the throat. Don't touch people unconsensually, because you never know when the next time it happens, you're gonna get punched in their throat. Because if it happens to you, you can't be upset because you touched them without their permission. So if you touch somebody without their permission and you get punched in their throat, you just gotta walk away. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. Comment down below, would you ever keep roaches as a pet? Do you have bugs as a pet? Would you ever keep a bug as a pet? I don't think I would. I'm trying to think of any bug that I like. Me and my sister used to keep roly-polies, but we would keep them outside. We wouldn't keep them in the house. We would make little nature habitats for them. But I would only like the ones that rolled up. I wouldn't like the ones that were flat. We called those the bad roly-polies because those scared the fuck out of me, and I wasn't sure if they were going to kill me. Mind you, it's a bug this small. I could just squish it. I'm like, don't touch me. Stay away. You're scary. They are scary looking though. So like, share this video with your friends if you're feeling a little bit extra. If you're feeling like they need to learn about roaches. Sometimes people just need to learn about roaches every now and then. So share the video so they can learn about roaches too, you know? And I will see you all in my next video. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Bye.